Bruh. I want to go home. I don't know where home is. Wonder where Toad is. This doesn't feel like home anymore. Hey, buddy. I already know where you're from. I'm from there too. Is that better, Zep? Barely. Okay, I turned it up on OBS. How about that? So many of you. Why are there so many Endermen? What the hell is going on? Okay. Miss Abby. I don't think I'll be needing that anymore. Where's the crafting? Oh. Okay. Home sweet home. Sorry, JD. Yeah, this doesn't feel like home anymore. Nothing feels like home. Nothing feels like home. it this one? This one. This one feels like home, but it's not my home. Thanks, Michelle. Hello?
Huh?
Somebody there? Who's there?
Wait. No, that's...
Who's talking?
You're back! Your eyes, are you JD or are you Judge right now? You're
My eyes?
back.
What's wrong with my eyes?
Which one are you? Who am I talking to?
Zap, I have some bad news for you.
That's not really much of an answer.
JD's dead.
Who are you?
Who do you think? If JD's dead, who else could I possibly be?
I don't fucking know at this point. I don't know what Miles has been up to. Be fucking anything.
I'm not on Miles' side.
JD and Domin have long since disappeared. I've not seen anything from Farkey or Miles. I've not even gotten to hear from Malvir. When you show up, you look different, and you say JD is dead.
Yeah, he left me some notes. He could tell that he wasn't gonna last too long. It seems like it's a side effect of what happened whenever he hit himself with the potion that he tried to kill Magpie with. He lasted as long as he could, and then he left a part of himself with me, and he's not in there anymore. I've I've tried talking to him.
You look different.
Well, Zap, I feel different.
You have an eye that looks like JD's.
You keep saying something
Your
about
other
my
one
eyes.
isn't quite as bright as it would be if you were a judge. I don't trust you. How do I know you're not lying? If anything, it's about the same shade of gray as Miles.
Do I sound like Miles, Zap?
I don't know what the fuck he could sound like at this point.
Here. Isn't
What?
that your guys' banner?
You can make a banner out of wool, it doesn't mean anything. How do I know you're not just trying to attack domination?
I don't have anything to prove I am who I am.
That doesn't exactly help your case.
I don't know what to tell you. Sorry for bothering you.
What are you even doing here then? Is there a reason you came down to the war room?
Trying to find my home. If you see Denny, tell them I'm looking for them. What? What the hell are you? What? What the hell are you? No, go back inside. Go back inside. Why you're all holding carrots? No, stop coming outside. Um, damn it. Well, sorry. Hi. Oh, Denny. Well, one more place, I suppose. the entrance? I've been over here in a while. Oh, here it is. What? Okay. This is Denny's room. And this is the stasis chamber that the JD made for Denny. I think this is Dio's. Okay. What the hell is this stuff? Oh.
Hello?
Hi.
Hey.
You all right?
Yeah. I'm fine.
What's the stuff on the walls? Why do you look green?
Hmm?
What's
No,
all
no, I'm just reading.
you're reading?
Yeah.
Are you
So
okay?
many stories.
Are you okay?
Yeah. I'm fine.
Okay.
How are you?
There's something I need to tell you.
Okay.
Something that you should probably know about. There's a potion that can kill gods.
Mm-hmm. I've read about it.
It's well, one of them hit me. And it's it's slowly killing me.
You are a god?
No. But it if it can kill gods, you know, it can probably kill people too, right? I kind of feel myself getting weaker every day. It takes a while. It took a while to kill Magpie too. And it got
I see.
it got JD before it got me. But yeah. So you should probably be careful.
Yeah. I'm just here reading my book.
Okay. What's all this stuff on the walls?
Oh, nothing.
Skulk vein?
Break it. Please put it back.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you. It's nothing to worry about.
I beg to differ. I've been doing research. It could very well be a bit of an issue.
Yeah, you seems like you've done some pretty extensive research.
I
Are you
in
sure
the
you're all right?
library.
You seem different.
Oh, I'm great. Never better. Just leave me be.
Okay.
Leave me forgotten, like I have been all this time.
What happens if somebody loses their immortality?
Now you ask this? They live every single moment that they've ever lived all at once. They shatter. They break. They bind. And they disappear.
So I'm gonna disappear.
Your what? No. No.
One more place I have to go. Jesus Christ, this thing's so big. Where is it? Okay. I'm lost. You know what? I know how to navigate better. Oh. No, never mind. I found it. Ow. When was the last time somebody was even here? Wonder how Rachel is. Mind your own business. It's been a while. Um. I'm so sorry, Magpie. You lost your chance anyway. Okay. Which one's their house again? Is it this one? I don't think so. No, not this one. It was this one. It was this one. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, what? No chests here. If you're even still alive. Never even got to try a rose and cake. Never too late, huh? I could lose some stamina, that'd be awesome. Steak has too much saturation. Oh my god. I need to take damage. That'll lower it. Please. Please. There we go. Wow. Wait a minute. That's pretty good. Hell yeah. Anyway. Wonder if you're even still alive. Well, that's rude. Hi. Who lived here? Guess it doesn't matter. Whoever they are, they haven't been here in a while. Guess it's kind of our fault that this place is empty. We drove out Majesty. How do you get out of this place? This way? Yeah, this way. This way. This way. Blake's stuff? What? Huh? Okay, alright. We can just head back. I need to talk to Denny. That's not the right way. This is the right way. Maybe Zap can take me to Denny. Where would Zap be? Domination? Or the End Colony?
Benefits from this. You're all. I get that you want to toss me carrots, but you're not supposed to be out.
Hi.
Huh?
Sorry that they're
Hello.
outside. That's was my fault. I didn't know they were in there and I opened the door.
I plan to make a better enclosure for them at some point, but for now I'm just trying to keep them away from most prying eyes. You know how it is. Alright, come in here. Get in here, little guys.
What are they?
You got the carrots. I'm not entirely sure. Hold up. There we go. I found them in, well, the first few in a little cage at a pillager outpost. And they just seemed like they wanted an item. I gave them a carrot and they just started following me with it. So, brought them into here. It's
Well,
like a 10,000 block journey.
they're really cute.
Yeah.
Oh.
I do have a sweet spot for these things, so.
That is so many carrots.
Yeah, let me put some of these away. I'm not sure where they got this many. Are you really Judge?
Who else would I be, Zap?
It's hard to tell at this point. I don't think you're really. It's hard to be surprised at this sort of reaction, I would think. I mean, not seen you or Damen for a while. Nor Farky or Miles. Everything's just been at a standstill. You show up, come to the war room, looking different. You have heterochromia now if you've not looked in a mirror.
Yeah, you keep saying that.
And, yeah, it's a little bit much, I'm gonna be honest. Let me just toss these down. I don't need this many carrots.
Well, it's really me. No contact lenses and no tricks.
I suppose. If that's the case, it is good to see you again.
I feel
Even
like
if
you and
JD isn't there.
you and JD were allies, so if I were him, I'm pretty sure he'd tell you, right? So you don't really have any reason to think that I'm not him.
Not so much that I... Who are you? Who is this? They're just gonna...
Majesty? Wait, no, wait. Where are you going? Majesty.
You know this person?
Yeah, they, yeah. They're a friend of JD's. They killed me once.
That sounds about right.
Well, I didn't expect to see them. I just left a note for them at Rosen. You've been to Rosen?
On a few occasions. Isn't it
That's
under domination control now?
it is. It doesn't matter. That person built Rosen
Huh.
after
They did a good
after
job.
after they left the Mothberg area. Uh well, that was a surprise. I didn't expect to see them.
Hmm.
I'm gonna have to try to talk to them later. Do you know where Cordeni is?
Where they are, not entirely. Where they live, yes. I feel like that's been a bit of a thing recently. There's a lot of homes, but not all too many people to occupy them. Makes me a bit worried, if I'm being honest.
I feel like the fighting kind of scared everyone away.
You would think, however, doesn't explain those who were fighting disappearing. Miles and Farky, not seen anything of them. Even at their base, I wanted to find you to tell, well, I guess to tell JD that me and Domin had located their base on a recon mission. Kind of dropped most of my work on the deep dark studies while doing so, but I didn't have any luck.
I feel like the Skulk stuff might be a bit of a more existential threat than Miles and Farky. So maybe it's for the best
I
that they're
cleared
missing.
up what was at the library.
What? Oh,
I cleared what was at the library.
and
So,
was the guy okay with that?
he
He
just
seemed
kind of stood there.
He seemed upset when
He,
I broke it. Is he still up there?
he was when I was over there.
Um,
Judging by his demeanor, I don't think he would have moved.
Later, can you take me to where Denny lives?
Of course.
I'm
I'm sorry if I seemed a bit agitated earlier, and
No, it's okay. I need to say goodbye, you know?
they mentioned he would disappear. What does that even...
Well, that's why I guess I'm heading back up that way. I want to ask him what he means by what the hell happened? What? I was just here. What? What? What's going on? Who broke this?
stay on guard?
No, wait, it was probably Majesty. There's a lot of chests sitting in the middle of nowhere with things in them. Like this one has 2 strings and a spider eye. Like that. And this one has stone. And this one has a random assortment of blocks. And this one has a bunch of... These all have flowers. Oh, yeah, that's right. This is the flower store. That's right. That makes sense.
Never really gotten a look at the entirety of Mothberg before. By the time Close of the End came around,
It's a nice place.
it was already under the control of Blake.
It's a very nice place. I spent a lot of good quality time here. Do you have wings? You do.
Yes.
You're wearing them.
I've been wearing them, yeah.
You know where Dio is?
Where Dio is?
Yeah.
I think they were going to their old home to do some research, but they had shown up recently.
Everybody's
not seen them
gone,
since
aren't
then. It's enough to drive a person mad a second time.
I still don't know what that means. This place is weird.
I think it's saying in a very awkward accent, pee-pee and cock, pee-pee and caca, in pee-pee caca land. And then they do a little jig, whoever wrote this signed.
Sounds like something Abby would do.
That sounds about right.
It's worse.
You are not spreading this here. You have to deal with squashy enough as is.
Hey. Oh, nice wings.
Oh, hey. Welcome back.
What did you mean when you said, I would disappear?
Well, you go. Your own mind can't take all the life you've experienced. You implode on yourself. You've lived thousands and thousands of lives.
How long is that
It's
going to
too
take to
much.
happen?
I don't know. I used all of my power to make you all immortal. That's something that had never really been done before other than the gods. When the gods die, that's an entirely different story. You do realize that won't help, right?
I don't care. You're the cause of
Okay.
this, I'll deal with you, but I'm not going to let you spread it any more than it already has.
The more you take away, the more comes back.
It's a block, it can be mined. You're acting like immortality is this special thing. Where I'm from, that's not exactly the case. I don't consider myself a god.
Oops.
Are you immortal?
Yes.
Hmm.
I don't see
Then
how
maybe
it
you
couldn't
are a
be.
god.
For all I know, you might just be trying to scare JD. If anything, your judge. If anything, you could have been responsible for people not being mortal. How do I know to trust you?
You don't, I guess.
Are you the one spreading this?
Yes,
Then stop.
I can't.
Judge, you can talk to them. I'm gonna just keep cleaning this up.
What else would you like to know?
What happens after I disappear?
Well, it depends. Realistically, normally, if you had any unfinished business, you may become a spirit.
What kind of spirit?
But if you may have seen them around, little blue things,
I think I
kind of
have.
just, yeah.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Other than that, if you've completed everything you've needed to, then you go into the afterlife.
What's the
What
afterlife
does
like?
that entail?
I don't know. I'm just a demigod. You need to ask a god about that one. Even I don't know what happens after I die. If I can die.
You should
If I'm
probably
alive.
you should probably watch out for that potion.
Maybe it's needed on me.
You shouldn't talk like that.
Death. Life. What does it really matter when we have stories?
Your stories matter if everyone's dead and can't read them.
There's always someone left. There's
Not at
always
this
someone
rate.
to carry on a story.
There's not a lot of people left, zombie.
I thought I was the last one. And now here we are. Millions of years later.
It's been a few months.
I mean from when you freed me. I thought I failed. I thought everything was over and that I was the last person to die in the world, and here we are. Life found a way. And all I have to remember it by It's these books and these stories. Stories never die.
You know, you
Well,
could
it's what,
Stories.
you can find meaning
what
in
you're
other
doing.
things.
These books are kind of not lasting very long.
Why though,
Your
when
skulk isn't very good for them.
no one found meaning in me?
Why do you say that?
I've been here all this time. You're the first person to come and visit in, like Fantasy said, months. So,
It's not just you. Everybody's kind of run off because of all the fighting. And I was planning on coming to see you sooner, but I had some things I needed to take care of. JD, the version of me that you met before when you first woke up, he's gone. I think he's dead. Pretty sure he's not coming back.
thus he will
You
forever
tried
live in the
Mellow
story.
Oh, he told me to tell you something. What was it? Give me a minute.
I swear, if you place down any more of these, I will put you in an obsidian box. Do not
It
try
won't
it,
matter.
zombie.
It won't matter.
Does this make you happy? Are you enjoying
No.
this?
My stories make me happy.
We're breaking your stories, man.
He told me to tell you that the potion, the one I told you about, that can kill gods.
Yeah.
It takes your immortality away, and it simultaneously it cures your fracturing.
Oh. Then, albeit the gods judge, you may just be fine. Who knows? Your life is in your hands now.
Well, kind of like you. Guess I really don't see that I have too much to live for anyway, so that's fine.
Use me?
Zap,
So,
every
you're saying...
Zap, every home I've ever had has been completely destroyed by somebody who wants to hurt me or the people close to me for absolutely no reason. I've got Court Denny, and there's one more thing I need to say to them, and after that, I'll probably look a lot like that guy. So,
Judge, can I have a chat with you in private?
sure.
Yeah, I'll step into an area that doesn't have, the walls broken apart by Skulk.
Thank you.
This stuff's really cool, you know?
It is. Listen. I'm a lost cause anyway. To be honest. I can't leave where I am. I can't do anything. I can't even muster up enough power to take a single step. But do you want to know the one thing that's kept me somewhat sane?
What?
Are these stories. So many words, so many lives held within all of these pages. And some had happy endings, some had sad, some ended very, very tragically. But It took me a while and a lot of reading, but I found it. I found my story. Someone, somehow, after the events that I caused happened, wrote down the deeds that I did to try and trap the warden away, to give up my life for them. And it made me realize that from this, from my actions, even though I was dead, or to everyone, I had vanished, I was no more, my good deeds in a way shaped this world to what it had become through the story. So whatever's happening to you right now, whatever it is that you're going to do next, make it a good story.
Well, thank you. That's kind of what I'm hoping for.
Good luck to you.
You too. And thanks for, well, the immortality and advice and stuff. Sorry I lost it.
You never really lose it, because you never really had it. You've just lived out your life as you always would have done. May have just taken a little bit longer for you to die.
Well, I have some things I gotta go take care of, but you should exercise. Gotta get those steps in, you know.
If only I could.
Do you need anything?
No, I'll be fine.
Well, it was nice meeting you and nice knowing you.
Goodbye, and good luck.
Thanks. You too.
All right.
Can you take before you go on a shulk destroying rampage? Can you take me to where Denny would be?
Yeah. Breaking this before we leave, since there's not a lot right this second. Zombie, whenever I come back here, if there's any more, I'm killing you. You're not going to spread this any more than it already has. I will not allow it. I don't care if you're a demigod. I've killed worse. Behave yourself. Alright. Come on.
I'm not with him.
It's frustrating. I don't know if it seems like I'm overreacting, totally over here. It's just frustrating. After everything that's happened, finally have a place where you feel like you belong. Finally feel anything after so long. Then everything's going to shit, and everyone's complacent. No comment? Fine.
Sorry. Just got a lot on my mind.
Alright. See if the path to there is even built up. Thing's such a mess now. Alright, let's get my bearings. This way. look. Right? No.
It's here too.
Huh?
There's a chicken. Zap, there's a lot.
You know, as a scientist, it's part of the job description to assist the lives of people. This doesn't really help that, does it? I'm just gonna start breaking this with fortune. At the very least, it helps the armor a tad bit, the experience it contains. And you wonder how it even got it in the first place.
Where do you think this skull came from?
I'm not sure. At least where I came from, it wasn't really around.
Well, no. Like,
Maybe it hadn't occurred yet, or maybe it had already been dealt with.
no,
I'm
I
not
mean,
sure.
here in the Nether. Where did this come from?
Probably Splashy. Splashy has been actively spreading it. Or whoever's using that body nowadays. Hard to tell.
Splashy's spreading skulk?
Yeah.
Wh-
There had to be a bit of, how do I put this, forcible negotiation. Keep Splashy from putting it anywhere near domination. But me and Domin did take care of that issue. Are you content with the idea of dying permanently?
Yeah, actually. I know Denny's not gonna be, but I've seen enough. I've done enough. I've felt enough. Being alive is, well, we live in a pretty miserable place. Everybody always wants to kill each other.
Yeah, I noticed that fairly quick. In all the worlds I've been to, this one a little bit more violent. And that's saying something. It's honestly kind of a shame, if I'm being honest, considering whenever that's not happening, the people I've met here are some of the nicest.
Yeah, sorry about JD. I know you guys were friends.
Kind of considered him like a brother.
Oh,
Plus,
That's right, he-
that at least.
wait, hang on. He told me to tell you something too. He told me to tell you he was sorry.
Or
I don't know. Leaving you behind, I guess?
I wouldn't blame him if that was the case.
And there's
Not
something
like
else.
I'm much better in that regard.
There's something else. I don't remember. Should have wrote it down. Something about the potion.
Godslayer?
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm surprised that's really being thought of anymore. Not like Malvir is an active threat at the moment. Magpie is gone. the only people left to use it on would be ourselves, then I don't think that's exactly a smart idea.
I think he wanted me to tell you that I think he thinks the potion might it might have fallen into the wrong hands.
Hmm?
I think he thinks that someone who really shouldn't have the potion is going to figure out the recipe. I don't know who.
Is it? Why does... Are you hearing that?
Hearing what?
Like a weird scratchy noise.
No.
I don't know. I'm not sure what was going on. At this point, gonna be honest, the only thing stopping me from even attempting to leave this world is I don't know where Dominus been.
Oh, that's something else too. He asked me if you could look after Daman, and if you leave, to take him with you.
It's kind of the plan if I did. How much do you know about Malvir? You know you've had a bit of an angry interaction, considering you were trying to get Corin to not, sell his soul. But past that, is that the only interaction you've had? Or?
Malvir manipulated Denny, and I didn't know what else to do to save Denny, and I made the only play I could think of. And
Yeah.
now that I'm back, I hear that Denny and Malvir are like friends. Two peas in a pod.
It's strange. The Malvir before, they're more like how Miles is now. There's a very, oh dear, okay, that's lava down there. Very significant change in character after Denny and Malvir made their deal.
Speaking of, can we start walking that way? Which way was it again?
Yeah, now that this has been dealt with, going to be in this direction.
And back whenever I was friends with Miles, Miles made it sound like Malvir was a pretty bad guy. But I don't know what to believe anymore, because Miles doesn't seem all that great either.
I don't know if it was that Malvir was a bad guy. I think it's more so that in that state, it'll be easier to get through here. I wouldn't be surprised if Miles was aware of how Malvir would be whatever had happened to Miles happened. It's complicated. We'll take a turn here. All I know is at this point, the only reason I've been around in this world for a while, as long as I have, because I didn't really have any means of going elsewhere. Say that I was stranded.
What's the end
In
like?
the end,
What's
it's empty. Here we went too far. Going to jump over here.
What do you think it's called that?
I guess it's akin to purgatory. If you know what you're doing, you're not, staring Enderman in the eye. Nothing exactly there to kill you. There's plenty of food in the form of forest fruits, but it's empty. Aside from that, there's nothing to do. It's just sort of and nothing gained, nothing lost.
You think it'd be a good place to spend my final days?
I do wonder what that even means for you. If you're just going to disappear at some point, or if you have to be killed for this lack of mortality to take effect.
Well, I don't exactly want to find out.
Yeah, I'd rather you not find out either.
When it happens, it happens.
Shouldn't have to.
Well, I owe Blake a duel. He's a little bit better than me.
Should be down here, I think, if I dig down. Yep.
Oh. This takes us there?
Yeah. Corin had found a home away from all the struggles. They're one of the few people to actually be free, and they got it through Malvere. So it does make me wonder the whole deal. What could have been avoided if Corin had done it earlier.
Hey, Zap.
Yes.
Who's Alfredo?
Oh, it was a white fox.
Oh.
I don't know what had happened to Corin's back when basically locked in prison. So I got him a new one that I found in the end colony turf.
Well. This is work where Denny lives?
I think, if nothing has changed.
I think I'm gonna wait here for him. Who's this? Hello, friend. A nice guy. Hi, nice guy.
Greetings.
Blake's stuff? Blake's been here?
Judge, do you even want to be in this world at this point?
What do you mean?
Like, do you feel any attachment to it anymore? Aside from half broken memories.
Are you
Not
asking
really
me if I
much
want to
here.
leave?
I want to see if it's possible. I know I'm going to ask Damen if they would like to try.
I guess I never really thought about
The
that.
attempt could be made to go somewhere far away where we won't be bothered, out of the reach of the sculk for at least long enough to figure it out once more.
You
I
mean
think
like
that's my plan.
you mean like an escape plan?
Yes,
I was thinking about that. I think worst comes to
I've
worst.
told you that I'm not from this world, right? Like, not even from the end.
I was
Not
gonna
from this group
speak.
of 3 dimensions.
Speaking of, I was gonna say, if nothing else, wouldn't the end be a pretty good place to run from the skulk? It seems you could just get off of the main island and then live out your days on one of the end cities.
It is a very safe area. If you bring resources from the overworld, you can almost make it like your own personal floating island.
I've
The sky is
I
always
feel like
dark.
I feel like you wouldn't want to do that. there's always the
It would be.
there's always the chance that what you're bringing with you is like contaminated, right? Because we don't exactly know how the skulk comes to be. You wouldn't want to bring it with you. I think you would want to.
I have a basic idea.
You'd probably want to to set a new bed somewhere far away from skulk, and then die once just in case, and then get out of there.
My idea would be see if I can get Malvir's assistance and try and find a way through them to take our souls into a different world and then find us bodies. I don't think it's impossible. It was done for Miles. But Miles was an awkward case of that. They were already broken, almost like a cancer cell. But it seems like for normal instances, like with you and I, we were both able to go to the void and out again. Malvira said that they can travel through worlds, and has even said they have the souls of those from other places than here. Not even from our end or from our nether.
Wait a minute.
Entirely different places. I don't think it's impossible
You
to
said-
leave.
You said like a cancer. Zap, do you have your notes of the skulk?
Yes.
Can I see them? Let's go inside. It's dark. Skulk veins, sensors, shriekers, callous wounds. Skulk veins, sensor, shrieker, callous. What do
I
you
have some extra sets.
Oh. Thank you. Do you think there's
Hmm?
sorry, never mind.
Well, now I'm curious. You mentioned cancer. Well, I mentioned cancer and you wanted to see my note. What are you thinking?
JD said something else. Something about he said skulk is the answer. That's what he wanted me to tell you that I couldn't remember.
That doesn't really narrow things down. From the research that I've done, aside from having some potentially practical purposes in redstone in its natural state, unharvested by a human, deadly.
Wait, let me see your notes again. You said your research thus
In
far, right?
person.
Like the research you've done so far.
I've not shown you the dark lab, have I?
Well, no, this one. The skulk catalyst. You wrote, from current observations, it doesn't appear to have any effect. Maybe
That is outdated. That's how the skulk spreads.
It's the catalyst spreads the skulk.
When an entity dies near the catalyst, its experience is pushed through it into the ground. That experience turns into skulk.
When something
Think of it as
dies,
sort of a
when something dies, it spreads skulk.
yes. However, not in a strong enough state, I guess, to be able to summon wardens. It can make shriekers, but they're not able to spawn. Not able to spawn wardens.
Zap, how does somebody fracture?
They die. Hmm.
What if there's a connection? Think about it.
There very well could be.
We found Zombie Dwarf in the ancient city, surrounded by skulk. He claims that he's effectively, in less words, the source of our immortality. And before he got lonely in the library, I guess, he seemed to make it sound like Skulk was dangerous.
From observations, it seems almost like it's just a form of concentrated experience, concentrated souls. Like you take it all, squish it into a ball. Has not much of a purpose other than being a solid block.
When you die, Zap,
However,
you don't drop all of your experience. Where does the rest of it
you
go?
do.
No, you don't.
Oh. Oh, that's what you mean.
Where does the rest of it go?
I'm not sure. Even from my old world, that's not something that really seemed to be answered. Not much logic in it. You could have hundreds of levels and trip off of a slightly too large of a fall. Now you're down to 7. I've never seen it more than much past an annoyance. I will say, though, that a constant of the worlds that I've been to, even in places where the circumstances are not quite like this whole immortality thing, the fact that it seems to be tied to so many conditions is not normal from what I've seen.
What if there's a connection to fracturing and Skulk?
Wouldn't be impossible. Difficult to test, but plausible theory.
Well, it might be something you want to look into, because JD
I'm not sure.
did say Skulk is the answer. He said it very definitively. He said to tell you that. I don't know what
Does
answer.
that answer matter anymore?
Maybe.
I understand that there are people here. I get that. Sure, it could be helpful to whoever's left after whatever happens, but I don't know what's the point of being a scientist if there's no one around to benefit from the research. All I ever did was study day after day like I had been. I didn't really feel anything from that. It's an obligation. It wasn't fun anymore. The Dark Lab, that's been fun. It's it's something I hadn't felt in so long, but now even that feels pointless if everything is like going to shit. I don't know anything other than immortality. It's not something I'm scared to lose. My circumstances aren't like yours. I'm not a god, but we didn't need some demigod to gift us mortality. It was just the norm. Here, it's so much different, and I'd like to just leave and take those who are victims of that with me. I don't want to leave Dahlman. I don't want to leave JD. I don't want to leave the End Colony. But this place, now it's just like the end, getting less inhabitable by the day. It's just living life to survive like how it was. It's not fun. I didn't think that that was a concern that I would have at any point. I didn't think I would ever trifle with the idea that that was the purpose of existing. Stuff besides efficiency, stuff besides work, but now that I've been so long without that being the case, I don't want it to be like that again.
Well, think about it like this, Zap. What if the next place you go has Skulk too? Or if people fracture there, or whatever. You know, wouldn't you want to be prepared?
There are always more worlds, JD.
JD's gone.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
There's always different circumstances. Lost many of my documents, and some of them are like, but some have things completely unlike what you would have ever seen in this place, in this world. In some places, the people have powers unlike anything else, yet they're not gods. It's just a thing. Some places, everything seems stripped down. All you can find is oak trees and grass, and nothing past. There's always different places. There has to be somewhere out there that's simply a land of peace and prosperity. And that's what I want to find.
See, that's what I thought I found whenever I got out of the Nether.
Yeah, that's just
It didn't last very long.
dimension. You didn't really change worlds when you left the Nether. You just went to a different part of this one. They're connected. It's not like those of the colony, those of the end.
No, I mean opening that portal. I got to meet some very important people. But as far as like the state of the world and peace and prosperity, things got worse after leaving the Nether. For a while it seemed like it was better because the overworld is easier. But well,
Would you
fracturing
like-
toward fracturing tore people down. The fractured people attacked each other, and
tore
everybody's
each other apart?
everybody's slowly losing their minds. And JD kind of watched that happen, and he was trying to make a plan for me, and then that plan included Denny, and then that plan included Daman, and then that plan included you, and then that plan included Dio. when he died, whenever he got out of my head, he was trying to work out a way to save everyone. I don't know what that plan was, but I know that's what he was thinking.
I want to figure that out. It's...
Unfortunately, he didn't have time
There's
to
no
write it down.
reason for all of this.
You don't say.
There's no logical reason for all of this. All the fighting. The fracturing. It's pointless. It doesn't serve to help anyone. Not you. Not Damen. Not... no one. Why, in this world, is that a thing? No one benefits from it.
I think that'd be a question.
Zombie can claim that they gave us immortality, and maybe this was a side effect, but if this was a side effect, then immortality wasn't worth it.
You can say
For
that
all of
again.
you, from where I'm from, it didn't... Immortality isn't supposed to come with strings attached. It's supposed to be. Most of the places that I've been, that's been the case. Yet, this is a world that's designed to tear us apart. The colony met that firsthand. Meeting people like Blake. Meeting people like Farkey. Those who wished us harm for existing because that's what the world had taught them.
The worst
And
part
it's
is
pointless.
the worst part is that neither of them were like that when I met them. Farkey was as nice as could be. Like, I could tell there was a little bit of tension between he and I because we were basically both best friends with Denny. But it was just tension. There was no hatred or animosity or anger. Just a little awkward. You know, a little bit of jealousy. Everybody's been jealous, right? Blake, I mean, he stole food, but I don't blame somebody for needing to eat. He was friendly. He was kind. He was funny. And whenever we opened the portal and went to the overworld, I wanted to find him and everybody else from the Nether, all those that disappeared, and I wanted to bring them out. But things got a little messy. And now Blake and Farkey and... well, they're starting to act like what everybody thought JD was.
I want to save those who just want the fighting to stop. The colony was meant to be a safe haven, yet now it's a battleground. Domination, it's run by a literal child.
This
is a pretty good
job.
In any other world, that would be fine. Because in any other world, a child probably wouldn't have to be dealing with all of this.
Children run a lot of things. That of the three major countries that exist right now, or have existed, I guess it'd be four if it was have existed. Two of them were run by very young children. Denny was running Mothburg. I was there to help for some of it, but Denny did most of it. Damen had JD, but again, Damen's done most of it.
I mean, you can tell that they were enjoying themselves, that they had passion into that, just by
Kids are
looking at the buildings around.
kids
And
are
yet now
pure of
look
heart.
at what's happened to everything.
Kids are pure of heart, and they're okay. They're okay with being the main character if it means they can help other people. I think we've all felt that way a little bit at some point in our lives.
Yeah.
Denny saved me.
Hmm. I'm probably going to go to the dark lab at some point soon. Would you like to see that? It would be a safe area to hide away for the time being.
Yeah.
What do you think of the plan?
After I speak with Denny, I'll head there, and why don't we test some things on Skulk, and maybe it'll spark some memories of what JD was working on before he vanished.
Alright.
And then maybe I can answer
I'm
some
also
more of your
going
questions.
gonna see if I can find a way to contact Malvir again. I've not had much luck, but I want to try and get us out of here. You, Dom, anyone who is willing, and anyone who just wants the fighting to stop. I want to end this, but I don't want it to cost lives. Since by the sounds of it, now that's a thing that has to be worried about. People like you are going ahead and losing your immortality. Feels like something a bit more urgent.
Feels a little surreal, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well, I guess after I speak with Denny, let's meet up somewhere. Maybe the End Colony or Domination or somewhere like that.
I'll stay at the colony until you come to meet me. I don't want to not be available for contact.
Alright. Well,
I'm sorry to have taken up so much of your time.
oh, you're the one who took me here, Zap. Thank you. I'm just gonna probably be doing some waiting.
That's fair.
Won't be
If
the
I see Denny, I'll let them know that their brother wants to see them.
yeah. No. Wait, this won't be the first time I'm waiting for Denny, so it's all right. I'm used to it.
You take care of yourself. Stretch your legs, unlike Zombie was doing.
Yeah. Definitely.
Alright. See you, Judge.
See you,
Goodbye.
Zap.